Hey, what's up guys, it's Jonathan and welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Smove. Now the Smove is an electronic gimbal for your smartphone. For those of you that don't know what an electronic gimbal is, it's a way of stabilizing a camera that doesn't feature any kind of stabilization. Or if your camera does feature stabilization, this is going to really smooth things out and almost give you the effect that you're gliding. Now, it's a really awesome device. It is a Kickstarter campaign. It comes in at about 150 bucks, maybe 140 depending on when you can pick it up, if you can get in early or not. And it's really competitively priced, especially when you compare it to something like the DJI Osmo, which retails for 300 bucks. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what makes the Smove so unique and why you should care. So inside the box, you do get a few things. You get the Smove lying right there on top. You get some paperwork, basically an overview of the product and how to recalibrate if you ever need to. You get a carrying pouch, you get a DC to micro USB cable, and then you get a micro USB to lightning adapter. We'll get into that in just a little bit. And then you get a standard USB to micro USB cable used for actually charging the gimbal itself. The Smove is actually built incredibly well. It's made mostly of plastic, but it's high grade plastic. It's kind of like a matte material, so it doesn't show a bunch of fingerprints, and when you pick it up, it does have a good bit of weight behind it, so you know it's pretty premium. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's going to break off one drop. But the weight is not coming from the material, it's actually a 5200 milliamp hour battery inside of this beast, and that's incredible. So the Smove actually features a few different ports. If you look on the side, you're gonna find a little flap covering two of them. You're gonna find a standard USB port and a micro USB port in this location. If you look in the cradle that actually holds a smartphone, you're gonna find a DC out port. On the very bottom of the Smove, you're gonna find a 1/4 inch thread so you can mount this to like a quick plate and then put it in a tripod head. You're gonna find 3 LEDs that are for battery indication, and then below that, you're gonna find a power button. Now to the right of that, you're gonna find a mode selection button with 2 LEDs that correspond to that. And right above that, you're gonna find a Bluetooth connectivity LED that lets you know if you're connected to your phone or not. So yes, this does feature Bluetooth connectivity and it's really awesome. Below that, you're gonna find a joystick that goes from left to right and up and down, and that's how you're gonna control the Smove as well as your phone. And just below that, you're going to find another button that will actually trigger the shutter or record function on your phone. Other than calibrating the balance of your phone in the Smove, you will need to download the Smove app to get the most out of this. The Smove has been wonderful. Now, is it perfect? No. But what's awesome about the Smove is it can be perfected over a period of time because it can be updated via firmware updates. All you have to do is connect it to your computer, go to the getsmove.com website, download the latest firmware, and then boom. So the Smove has 2 different modes. The M1 mode is the fixed mode, meaning that the rolling, panning, and tilting axis are locked, so the phone's going to stay in place no matter what. M2 or mode 2 is the mode that gave me most of my issues, and this is the follow mode. This means that the phone can go from left to right or up and down smoothly while the rolling axis is fixed. So what would happen is I would switch my hand position and go from portrait to landscape or from landscape to portrait, and when I did so, it's almost like the phone would hit the end of its allowed rotation and just start ticking. And whenever it did that, I would have to power off the gimbal and power back on. If you're gonna be using the Smove for photography, well, it has some really awesome features, including the ability to do a standard panorama, a 180-degree panorama, and a 360-degree panorama. But the actual benefit of the Smove is within the settings portion. So you can actually set up like a delay within these panoramas so you can run out and get in your own panoramic shot, which is really cool. For video features, it actually has face tracking, so if you're using this for vlogging or if you want to, get in a video with your family, you can run out and do so, and you can set the amount of faces detected as well as, the delay of the following feature of that. Out of all of that, I think the standout feature of the Smove is the fact that it's also an external battery. So yeah, you can use it to charge your phone while you're using it, or you can use it to charge your phone when you're not using it. I really would have liked to have seen some type of faster charging on this, but you know what? The external battery part of this entire setup is secondary to the fact that it's a smartphone gimbal, and that's just really awesome, and it shows you where we're headed at in the future. So yeah, that was my review of the Smove smartphone stabilizer. It's a great product. I know Kickstarters can be kind of scary to back, but I definitely suggest backing this one as it does have a few bugs, but they can simply be squashed with firmware updates, and that's kind of invaluable in and great to find in something that is as affordable as this. Make sure you guys check out the giveaway that's going on with my buddy Danny and Marco. You can find that card right up here. It's a great giveaway, great prizes, and it's going to last for 2 weeks, maybe even longer. Make sure you check out the video to find out more information. If you like this video, go ahead and drop me a big thumbs up. Leave a comment if you have any questions. Subscribe for future content and for more content like this, and follow me on all my social media connections if you want to get at me on a more personal level.